Hey everyone, session 4. Thanks for coming back. I hope 1, 2, and 3 brought something to the table for you. Gave you a little something that might help make 21 a better year, get you closer to your goal, and help you be a better referee. Today we're talking about assistant referee, and we'll get into a little bit of how that differs from the center referee we did last time. But real quick, if it's your first time, my name is Jason Hutchinson. I'm the state referee administrator for the state of Idaho. I am not a licensed physician. I'm not a certified trainer, so if you have some specific needs or things you're working through, please consult a physician, consult a professional, and make sure you're getting exactly what you need and you're in a safe place. So I am just a long-time experienced referee that had the opportunity to work some matches and participate with guys and gals that were far above where I was. So I had the opportunity to learn from them, and this is just me paying it forward, hopefully bringing something to the table that might help you. So tonight we're talking about assistant referee. How can we train? What fitness stuff can we do to help be a better assistant referee? Well, let's first differentiate center referee to assistant referee. So assistant referees are much more mechanical. I think we actually operate at a much higher intensity than a center referee. Center referee covers a lot more distance in a game. They've got to run a lot farther, but there's gradual increase, decrease. It's more of an art form. It's smoother. And an assistant referee really has to be very mechanical. Stop, start, hard sprints, side steps, transitions. It's very taxing on your body. So what can we do to help you improve that? That's what we're going to get into tonight. So going into this, like I mentioned, really, really physically demanding, but we can't forget the mental side of it. We did the same thing when we talked about the referee training, but what mental training can we do to help us improve as an assistant referee over and above the physical side of it? And there's two parts here. So first off, we need to be really good at reading people. So we are there to be an assistant referee, which means we don't get to necessarily set the bar for what our threshold is, what fouls we want, what decisions we want. Yes, the laws of the game are for the most part very clear, but we also know there are gray areas where we can allow the match to flow and allow players to take some risks and see what they can do, see where they can be creative. So getting on the same page with your referee there is going to be paramount, making sure we have a consistent match, a united front. We're not conflicting in our own team. So really focusing on learning little tidbits, little things you can gather from referees on what they do, how they do it, so you can read people and get up to speed quicker. But really the big thing that's going to help a referee an assistant referee is improving your split focus. So how well can you transition back and forth from your defensive lineup, from the attackers that are in position to potentially go forward, that you're going to need to make a decision, and then tracking the ball, making sure you know where the ball is, where's play going, how's it developing, making sure you can still help your team and be a part of the team in a foul decision or in something that's going on elsewhere on the pitch. So split decision. There's some really good training, field sessions, things that come out from US Soccer on that. Check out their YouTube page, check out some things like that that'll help. But the other thing I really want to talk about is understanding the human mind. And as you work up and you start operating at a higher level, this becomes a much bigger part of your game. So the human mind tries to outsmart you. It tries to make you think you saw what you saw, but really there's a half-second delay in the synapse. So what you think you saw in the match, was that person level or were they a half-second ahead? Well, the human mind is actually a half-second behind in that decision. So knowing that if they looked just a hair offside, in reality they were onside because it took you that half-second to process it. That's nothing against you, it's the human mind. So I have a resource for you here. Pro has put this out, the PRO Assistant Referees website. It's a great website. They go over a lot of really good material from the MLS season, talking through decisions and good decisions and learning opportunities even from the league and from FIFAs and professional assistant referees. But they have on that site the FIFA Assistant Referee test. It's a video test. And it will really change your perception on how focused and how detailed you need to be as an assistant referee to know exactly where players were when the ball was kicked, when the decision was made, where were people. So that is a resource that's really going to help you sharpen mentally, understand what you're seeing better. I know we're getting a little finite here, but we're also wanting to help referees that are taking their game to the next level. So if you're an up-and-coming referee, learning how to match other people's foul decisions and make sure that there's a united front and a consistent game is a big deal. And then learning to have that split focus where you can know where the ball is, know what's going on in the match, but you're not losing sight of your defensive lineup, you're not losing that second to last defender, and you're aware of how many attackers and how many people are in that line of sight that you're going to have to make a decision on. So that's going to help everybody. But as you work up and go to that next level, really dialing in on training your mind, training your eye, getting more finite on knowing exactly what you're seeing when there's multiple defenders and multiple attackers and very complex decisions will help you be more prepared to make the correct decision when it's asked of you. So what can we do physically? So a lot of the themes of these videos is physical training. So interval training, sprint training, agility training. So interval training was in the referee video as well, and it's going to be here also. Overall fitness, being a fit individual, helping your muscles get more used to performing quick release, quick relax, recovery, perform again, recover, perform again. That's what we do as a referee, and that's why the interval training is so important. So you can go to US Soccer's website, you can go to idahoreferees.org, you can go to lots of different places and find what the FIFA, the US Soccer interval training is, download the audio file, get out on a track and just do some interval training. That's going to help you just become more fit. Sprint training. So it's just a fact. As an assistant referee, you have to be quick. You have to be able to sprint, because when that ball gets played through and the attackers take off, you have to be able to stay with them, because our defensive lineup is second to last defender or the ball, whichever one is farther behind. So if the attacker has the ball sprinting down the field, then our lineup needs to be with that ball and with that attacker. So the better we can stay with them, the faster we are, the more accurate our decision is going to be. The other thing is they get a running start, and we normally have to start from a stopped position. So the faster we can get up to speed will be better as well. So in sprint training, if you go to idahoreferee.org and go to our resources page, there's actually a document there that's got some 9 ways to be a better sprinter. It gives you some technique tips and just some ways you can train to speed up your sprint speed. So check that out if you'd like. But a lot of it comes down to technique, how you sprint, how you run, and you can get really finite with that. So if you really truly are wanting to go to the next level and increase your sprint speed, I would definitely recommend working with a professional. There's a lot of sports places now, training places that can do the indoor training and do athletic training for being faster sprinting, be your faster fit work, things like that. So check in your local area. There's most likely someone there who you could partner with to help you with that. The last thing is agility. And this is something that as you work up the ladder, you're going to want to put a little more focus on. So we do a lot of time sidestepping as an assistant referee, so that we're square to the field, we have the best view of what's going on, and we have as much information as we can of what's going on in the match. But as soon as the ball's played, we need to go from a sidestep facing the field to a pivot, turn, and sprint. So the better footwork you have, the more agile you are, the quicker you can go from sidestep to sprint, the faster you're going to be, because you're going to hit your top speed quicker. So one of the things you can do here, if you've ever seen a speed ladder, a small little yellow plastic ladder they put out on the field. We used to see them in old school sports movies where they had the ropes tied between the rods and they would take their feet up and down really quick, or tires, they'd kind of run through tires and have to get their feet up and down really quick through the tires. Same concept. Speed ladders you can get on Amazon, Walmart, local sporting goods store, $10-15. It could be a 5-square ladder, it could be a 10-square ladder. But doing speed ladder training, get on YouTube, get on Pinterest, look for recommendations as to how you can do speed ladder training, but that will speed up your feet. It'll make your footwork better. It'll make you more agile, and you will see a quicker transition from sidestep to sprint and back, and it will speed you up because you hit your top speed quicker. So agility training for an assistant referee is huge because it helps us go from our stationary position to our top speed as quick as possible. With this said, do not forget to stretch, recover, give your muscles a break. With these hard wind sprints, hard stops, sidestepping, you engage a lot of muscles in your quads, your IT bands, your calves, your glutes. So there's a lot of tension going to build up in those muscles. So make sure you are taking time, recovering, getting your muscles back to that 100% where they can go again. Hope this makes sense. I hope you see the difference between our referee training and our assistant referee training. If you have questions, feel free to reach out, comment, let me know. But otherwise, hope to see you soon. One more video in the series. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll talk soon.